Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Ganana Anpa Ganapati Gammavamahe Stramam Jeshtarajam Brahmanan Brahmanaspada Anushrundoti Bissi Rasadhanam. Om Mahaganadipataye Namaha. Om Mahaganadipataye Namaha. Om Keshvaya Namaha. Om Narayana Namaha. Om Madhvaya Namaha. Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnuve Namaha, Matsudaya Namaha, Trivikramaya Namaha, Vamanaya Namaha, Sridharaya Namaha, Vrishikeshaya Namaha, Padmanabhaya Namaha, Damodaraya Namaha, Sankarshnaya Namaha, Vasudevaya Namaha, Pradyumnaya Namaha, Aniruddhaya Namaha, Purushottamaya Namaha, Dokshaya Namaha, Narasimhaya Namaha, Achyutaya Namaha, Janardhanaya Namaha, Upendraya Namaha, Hare Namaha, Sri Krishnaya Namaha, Sri Krishnaya Namaha, Sri Krishnaya Namaha, Hare Om, Hare Om. In our Hindu custom, we talk about Dharma, Karma, Punya, Papa, and Punarjanma. All these are interrelated in a way. Dharma and related words are found in the Vedic literature of Hinduism, Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, and the epics. The word Dharma appears at least 56 times in Rigveda. Eldest of Pandavas is called Dharmaraja, as he is known to follow Dharma. So his examples shows Dharma. Truth in his life. In our Hindu tradition, we have used the terms Vedas, Dharma, truth, supreme being, etc. to indicate more excellence on which the entire universe rests. So the inquiry into the notions of Dharma and Adharma has always existed from ancient Vedic times. Many discussions on the ethical code occur as expositions or quotations from the Vedas, Upanishads, and Puranas and Smritis, and so on. In Bhagavad Purana, and also in Padma Purana, and also in Garuda Purana, there's a lot of explanation about Papa is a sin, Punya is a good thing. All these details are written in Hindu Puranas. It is the dharma of the bee to make honey. It is dharma of the cow to provide milk. It is the dharma of the sun to radiate sunshine to everybody, all creatures, and the dharma of the fire to glow upwards, and dharma of the water to flow downwards like a river. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha are the Chaturveda Purusharthas were explained in our Hindu Shastra. Dharma is an act of righteousness at spiritual, social, and moral levels. Dharma is also considered as essential nature of all beings and objects, without which they may have no existence. This also means we must do everything according to our Dharma Shastra. Manu Shastra is written, Dharma Shastra is written, Sanatana Hindu Dharma is written. All explains our Dharma, what to be done, what is to be done, what is not to be done in our life. That's Dharma. Dharma, Vedavyasa Maharishi used the word Dharma as the first word in Bhagavad Gita Purana. Artha means finance, money matters. One must earn money according to the rules of Dharma in richest manner. Then the money what is earned is going to stay with him. If he tries to earn money without righteousness, then the money will not come to him. This is what our Shastra says. So we have to be careful. Whatever we do, we should follow Dharma. By learning and practicing righteousness, one should earn for his livelihood. Dharma, Artha. And next is Kama. Kama means love and marriage. This must be according to our Dharma Shastra. Sexual relation is allowed between the husband and wife only after the marriage. You might have heard the priest who came to do the marriage ceremony chant the mantra like this: Dharmeti Esha Nati Charitavya Nati Charami. Nati charami means I will do as you say. I will do, I will accept dharma and follow the dharma shastra in our life. Artheti yesha nati charitavya nati charami. Kamechi yesha nati charitavya nati charami. Here, the boys and girls promises to each other, the girl, that he is going to do all dharmic rituals with his wife all the time. Only wife or husband, only one single person cannot do. It's a both husband and wife has to do all dharmic rituals and puja, sankalpa, abhisheka, all everything has to be done collectively together, husband and wife. That's dharmic way. That's the oath you are taking when you are when you are doing a marriage. Rituousness, and he is discussing with his wife about all his income and expenditure. Artha means finance. So both husband and wife understand each other's income and expenditure and collectively decide what is right for them they should spend on it. This is righteousness. Regarding the desire of kama, he or she love, also he is going to discuss with his wife and husband and bind along with dharmic principles and do not see any other girls apart from his wife and vice versa for the girl to see other boys. This right way of living alone can give him flawless fulfillment of his desires and happiness to both husband and wife in the future life of their marriage. This is why this Shastra says like that. Sometimes people questions how the Indian boys doing very well in the school and colleges. And this is the secret of our Sanatana Dharma, the 16 samskaras. The samskaras are their rituals. The first in the life of the husband and wife, you will have a Garbhadana samskara. During Garbhadana samskara, we say Nishaka Prastha or something, where some other people are called. There's the first night of the husband and wife. They should go their life according to our Dharma Shastra. They should pray their Kulavadevata, or Mahalakshmi, or Narayana, or Venkateshwar Balaji, or Krishna before touching each other in the first night. They should pray for their good progeny, come with a Dharmic Shastra. This is the reason why they are doing Garbhadana Samskara. In that, before that night, the priest will come and chant Ashtalakshmi Prarthana and Narayana Prarthana, and they chant 24 names of Narayana, which is not nothing but 24 names of Krishna. Om Keshwaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhvaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnuve Namaha, Matsudaya Namaha, Trivikramaya Namaha, Vamanaya Namaha, Sridharaya Namaha, Rishikeshaya Namaha, Padmanabhaya Namaha, Damodaraya Namaha, Sankarshanaya Namaha, Vasudevaya Namaha, Pradyumnaya Namaha, Niruddhaya Namaha, Purushottamaya Namaha, Dokshaya Namaha, Narasimhaya Namaha, Achyutaya Namaha, Janardraya Namaha, Upendraya Namaha, Hare Namaha, Sri Krishnaya Namaha, Sri Krishnaya Namaha. Like this, priest is also chanting Purusha Sukta, Sri Sukta. Make prayers to Lakshmi Narayana to bless the couple to have good life in their future. This has to be done, the procedure has to be done. There is some more mantras has to be chanted, and then all the relatives will go out of the room, and then the priest will go and they will leave the husband and wife to join their husband future life. Before touching each other, they pray Balaji or Krishna or Narayana of their Kuladevata and pray for their own goodness for both of them. This is Dharma. Dharma is an organizing principle in Hinduism, in our Hindu Shastra, that applies to human beings in a solitude, in their interaction with human beings and nature, as well as between the inanimate objects also. To all of us in the cosmos and its parts, including trees and animals, birds, insects, as well as between inanimate objects also. It refers to an order of customs which make life and universe possible and includes behaviors, rituals, rules that govern the society. And ethics. Hindu Dharma includes the religious duties, moral rights and duties of each individual, as well as behaviors that enable social order. right conduct, and those that are virtuous. Dharma is the natural law that which all existing beings must accept and respect to sustain harmony in our nature, in an order in the world. This natural harmony is created by Lord Narayana. This natural system in the society, what we are seeing in the nature, is all God's creation. The nature is God's creation, and that will come in when we are chanting Padma Purana in the first chapter, Srishti Khanda, it's called. It is going to be explained how the nature came into existence. These are all comes in that Purana. Dharma is also called as natural law, that which all existing beings must accept and respect to sustain harmony and order in the nature, the natural laws that guide the act and create the result to prevent chaos in the world. It is innate characteristic that makes the being what it is. It is the pursuit and execution of one's nature and true calling, thus playing one's role in cosmic concert. In Hinduism, it is the dharma of the bee to make honey, cows to give milk, sun to radiate sunshine for all the living and non-living creatures in the world uniform. In terms of humanity, dharma is the need for the effect and essence of service and interconnectedness of all the lives. How the life is interconnected? You can see tiger is eating the cow, that is tiger's dharma, and cow is eating the grass, that is cow's dharma. So all the insects are all, the birds will eat insects in the ground. Insects are their birds' natural food. So God has created that way. So the insects, birds will eat insects and small worms in the ground. They are the food for the birds. What happens when the bird dies? When the bird fallen on the floor, in the ground, all the insect will attack on it, and insect will eat the bird. We are seeing in the nature all these things, what's happening. That is the nature. That is the nature. So one life eats the other life, and that has been accepted nature for certain things. If a tiger eats the cow, it is natural, it's accepted, because cow has been designated food for the lion and tigers. But it's not for human beings. The human beings are designated food is the vegetables, fruits, and pulses. They are only designated food for human beings. According to our Hindu Shastra, it says in the Shastra also, and also scientifically, when we observe in the world, we can see that the people who eating the food with non-vegetarian food will be subjected to suffer so many illness, which whereas the vegetarians and vegans don't suffer those illnesses for the people when you compare it. So there is a significant difference in the life sufferings of the people who eat meat and who doesn't eat meat, which we can observe in naturally. I'm a doctor, I practiced as a general practitioner, and I observed and I made a small observational research on this pattern. And I've written that the essence of dharma is the one which we are talking. Hinduism, dharma includes two aspects. One is Sanatana Dharma, which is overall unchanging and abiding principles of dharma, which are not subject to change. There is one Yuga Dharma. We say dharma is changing according to the Yuga, an epoch or age as established by Hindu tradition, and thus may change at the conclusion at its time. So when you are with wife, it is Pati Dharma. When wife is in front of husband, it is Patni Dharma. In our Hindu custom, we call wife as Pativrata Dharma, or call it as Dharma Patni. The word Dharma is used in front of Patni because the Dharma of Hindu Dharma describes certain conditions of Dharmapatni. Dharmapatni is the one who wears kumkum on the Ajna Chakra in front between the forehead and wears Mangalya in the neck, wear Kalungra in the second toe of both feet, and wears sari as the uniform, prescribed uniform for the Hindu lady. It's a sari, and also they wear some flowers in the top of the back of their head. These are all the characters of Pativrata Dharma, followed by Dharma Patni. So that's why Hindu Dharma calls wife as Dharma Patni, and they are supposed to look after their husband and family to a great extent, not giving concentration for anything else as the wife. In Vedas and Upanishads, the concept of dharma continues as a universal principle of law, order, harmony, and truth. It acts as the regulatory moral principle of the universe. It is explained as a law of righteousness and equated to satya in Sanskrit word. When these three dharma, artha, kama, were experienced properly and fully within the framework of dharma, if we maintain, he or she will get the satisfaction of his or her life lived so far and turn to the path of salvation when they are become old. The satisfied mind does not distract him or her, and finally one attains moksha. So when you combined your artha, kama, dharma, artha, kama, combined by the dharma shastra, then only you will be able to attain moksha in the end of the life. In ancient times, dharma also meant the universal laws of nature, which are acceptable by everyone. Even today, we come across dharma being used in that sense. For example, we know it is dharma of the fire to burn above and cause to burn. The nature of the fire is burn upwards. The water flows downwards. As we can see, the river water flows down to the slope. The sun shines in the sky and gives heat and light and protection for all the living beings, and plants and plant kingdom get the sunshine and prepare their food. Rain comes and give water to all living beings and plants to survive. These are the natural phenomena we are seeing in the nature. The bird flies up in the air. That is bird's dharma. In the early winter, the tree sheds their leaves and green shoots comes after the winter. This also dharma of trees we are seeing in the nature. In Hinduism, it is the dharma of the bee to make honey, cows to give milk, sun to radiate sunshine of river or flow. There is a law governing the behavior of everything in the universe. All must submit to this dharma in the world to function properly. It is the will of the Lord wants all its creation, all his creatures should live in happiness. Lord has ordained dharma, a law for each of them. It is compliance with this dharma that ensures all round harmony, while Lord protects his children from rain and sun. He also provides them when needed with warm and gentle. Sun has his love for his children is expressed in the scheme all day ordered by him for the functioning of the nature and the law he has laid down for the trees as a part of it. To be worthy of Lord's love, that means kripe, Bhagavan kripe. What do you call Bhagavan kripe? That is, we call it as Devara kripe in Kannada. We call it as to get the Lord's love. To achieve the Lord's love, we have to possess certain qualities, certain virtues. If there is a law that applies to trees, there must be a one law that applies to human being also. We shall deserve the Lord's love and compassion only by living in accordance with this law instituted by Lord Narayana, by working for the well-being of all mankind and all the animal kingdom. What is called dharma is the law governing the conduct of a man, and we can call manava dharma. Lord has endowed a man with intelligence, but it is by using this intelligence that human beings keep living. What we call this is reasonable. The intelligence to use intelligence for reasoning capacity has been given to human beings. And this reasoning capacity is not in the animal kingdom. We have got reasoning capacity. What is right for us, what is not right for us. This is Manav Dharma. Lord has endowed a man with intelligence, but it is by using this very intelligence, some human beings keep violating their dharma sometimes, and that this is not right. People who knows it is wrong, still they do wrong things. Like Duryodhana in Mahabharata, you can see he knows troubling the other peoples, attempting to kill Pandavas is not right. He knows it is dharma, it is not, it's adharma, but he's still doing it. Some people are born to do wrong things and follow adharma. This is one example of Duryodhana. These are the people punished by Lord one day. The man goes seeking this and that, believing that they will make him happy. So you, and all the while he keeps violating his dharma without his knowledge. This is wrong. We have to, people has to be careful. What is not right, we shouldn't do. Suppose if the sacred function of installation of a Narayana's temple or a Venkateswara Balaji temple, it has to be done Uttarayana. Our Shastra says in Uttarayana. And if you do it in Dakshinayana, there is some heading towards problem in the future. This is why we have to follow our Dharma Shastra. Like that, Upanayana, wedding, everything has to be done according to our Dharma Shastra. Then you will be protected. If you don't follow Dharma, there is no protect. There is no protection of Lord. Lord protects the people who follows Dharma. That's why the sentence in Sanskrit we say, Dharmo Rakshiti Rakshitaha. So those who follow Dharma will be protected by Dharma. And you will get God's grace. My Guru, Shankaracharya, Guru Chandrasekhara Bharati in India, when I was a child, we heard his lecture. He's telling there are two ways to do anything. Whatever you do according to your own will, that is Preyo Marga. So whatever you love, the way you like, that is Preyo Marga. The other marga is, other way is to follow Dharma Shastra. That is called Shastriya Marga. So Shreyo Marga is the one which follows the Shastra. The Preyo Marga is the one we do whatever you think is right. That should not be done. Whenever you do any auspicious thing, consult the astrologer or consult the chief priest of the temple and discuss with the so many scholars what is right for this work to be done. And then it has to be done. You cannot do, the trustees cannot decide, oh, we will do this way. This is right, according to their own whims and fancy. If they do that, this is wrong. The Lord Krishna doesn't appreciate that. We have to seek for a muhurta, you need to seek for the procedure to be followed, and that has to be followed according to our Shastra. That's why Shreyo Marga is a auspicious to follow. If you don't follow Shreyo Marga, that is according to our Shastra, then you are heading towards trouble. But if you follow Shreyo Marga, Lord's blessings will be there. If you do Preyo Marga, whatever you like to do, and then that's the Lord Krishna's blessings is not there for that function. Whatever you do according to your will, the Lord Krishna's blessings is not given. Lord Krishna's blessings is available, only those people will follow Dharma Shastra. And according to Shastra, that work what is being done, if we done according to Shastra, Shreyo Marga. That is why it's important that we have to follow our Dharma Shastra. The reason for the man must earn the means of his daily work upkeep by he soon discovered that meeting the needs of the present would not be enough. So he tried to earn more and save for his future needs. Also, this question, however, across as to what precisely constituted his future. As he reflected on it, became clear that this is a future on the earth would not be endless, that he would not live more than 1,000 years or 10,000 years to see things that what he wanted to do. People take a life insurance. After our death, my children, my wife will have some means of income to survive. So this is a kind of insurance. So other kind of insurance is health insurance. If you fall ill, the BUPA or something like that, they protect fees for the hospital expenditure. That's called health insurance. What about insurance after the death? What's going to happen to us, our prana, our atma? That insurance is dharma. Dharma is the future insurance for all living creatures. When you follow dharma, that becomes an insurance after the death. What is going to atma? So you won't go to Yamaloka and suffer. To avoid that, we have to follow dharma. And dharma, following dharma according to our Dharma Shastra, becomes an insurance for you. What is going to happen to you after the death? This is what my daddy used to tell me when I was a young boy. We used to go to Karnika Parameshwari temple. When after the temple meeting, we used to come and talking. And my daddy said one day, whatever you do, you have to do it correctly. If you don't do it correctly, if you don't know what is right, what is not right, please ask somebody to explain what is right. Then you will do, that becomes an insurance for the man's life and future after the death of the man. What's going to happen to him? That will be protected by dharma alone. But dharma, whatever karma, whatever dharma you have done, will come along with you, with atma. That will protect you all along, even after the death of the life of a man. Dharma will protect you. That's why it's called dharma is a kind of insurance. So following dharma becomes an insurance for you, for your atma, for your life. What is going to happen after the death? This is very, very important. People won't consider. Whatever we earn, whatever thousands of millions of pounds or whatever we earn may not stay with us. When you die, you leave all the things back. Only your dharma, papa, punya, and goes along with atma. That's why we have to be dharmic in our life. Dharma is very important. Man is subjected to all kinds of hardships and misfortunes in the present life. To remind ourselves of this, we eat the bitter flowers of the neem trees. And the newest day, on the Yugadi day, we use the neem tree leaves and also jaggery. So the neem tree is little bit bitter and jaggery is sweet. So our life is mixture of sweet and bitter. That's why we do eat on the first day of the year, Yugadi, the festival day. The bitterness and misfortune suffered by Sri Ramachandra in Treta Yuga is not small. Rama, although he is an incarnation of Lord Narayana, he went to such an amount of difficulty in Vanavasa. Even the mother, Kausalya, with a great, heavy heart, she sent a son to follow his father's condition of Vanavasa. Even at that time, Kausalya Mata assured Rama to follow Dharma, and that will be his future. And again, when Rama, in Guru Purnima day, he went to Vasishtha Maharshi to give his Guru. For Guru Seva, he had to do Guru Dakshina. To do that way, he went there. Before Rama doing Guru Dakshina, Dasharatha and Kausalya sent a lot of gift for Guru with a lot of special things and gift when 2-3 soldiers with Prime Minister came to hand over to Vasishtha Maharshi. Vasishtha Maharshi said, no, it's not your duty. You're not supposed to give anything Guru Dakshina. Guru Dakshina belongs to Rama. He will decide what to do. And he sent them back. Vasishtha Maharshi sent all the gift what Dasharatha sent it back to the Ayodhya. Rama given a gift, Guru Dakshina, is a condition that I am going to follow Dharma in the life all along, in the lifelong, I will follow Dharma. That is the promise Guru Dakshina Rama gave it to Vasishtha Maharshi. This is the way that happened to Rama's life. The eternal sustenance of Dharma to her son Raghava She says, son Ramachandra, to him, it is Dharma alone that will protect you. And this Dharma is what you yourself protect. So Pitruvakya Palana is a Dharma. So according to the Kaikeyi mother and father's ambition, he voluntarily decided to go to forest. He told Kaikeyi, he doesn't need the boon of Rama, boon of Dashratha, father's boon. If he asked us, we would have gone to forest without even boon of Dashratha Maharaja. So I will obey your orders. So Matru Dharma, Pitru Dharma, Pita Dharma, Putra Dharma. You can have an example of all dharmas in that situation. I will give on examples of various situations in which dharma has been strictly followed in spite of various kinds of sufferings. Pandavas went to Vanvasa also. They also followed their dharma. After the losing the game of dice with Duryodhana, Pandavas went to forest. And according to Dharmaraya, they followed Dharma all along. In spite of so much trouble they received, they never left Dharma. It was this Dharma which he followed that brought victory to Rama in his struggle in the forest life and also to kill Ravana, who is Adharma. If he slips into Dharma under justness, even the brother will turn. Therefore, the reminder in the streets, this truth, Sri Rama, was regarded with respect by the Dharma. Rama was regarded with respect by the wanderers. And what about Ravana? Even his brother rubbish to forsake him Dharma. And Dharma alone is protecting shield. How did Ravana with his 10 heads perish? Because he was not following Dharma. That's the biggest problem. Stealing somebody's wife is a Dharma. So Ravana is an example of a Dharma. Ravana with his 10 heads also, he has no reasoning capacity. Although he knows that is wrong, he does that. Rama became victorious. It was all due to following Dharma. One's religion is nothing, but Dharma practicing is the important thing. By one's forefathers, may all of us adhere to this Dharma with unwavering faith and courage, be rewarded with everlasting bliss in the end. There is something called Varnashrama Dharma. Varna Ashrama Dharma. Varna Dharma means we are in the Hindu community, we call Varnashrama means, Varna Dharma means you are born to Brahmin family, Kshatriya family, Vaishya family, and Shudra family. These are Varnas. Ashrama means when you are a child, you are Bala condition and your child life. When you become youth, becomes Yavana Dharma. When you become married, you are called Grihastha Dharma. When you reach the Sannyasa Dharma or a Moksha Dharma, we will end up as a sannyasi or end up the life with reading Mahabharata, Ramayana, and the dharmas of aged people. Dharma, as you become Dvija, that means after Upanayana ceremony, after wearing the sacred thread, this ceremony itself is a big ceremony in our Hindu tradition. Brahmins, Vaishyas are definitely following this most of them time. After coming to foreign countries, they have, because of their night duty, day duty, and working nature, it is difficult for them to follow. But it is possible if they have a willpower, they can do it. You need a willpower. You need to plan in daily routine in such a way. You can do 108 times of Gayatri Japa chanting also. You can do complete Sandhya Vadana before sunrise, before sunset. These are our dharma. Even it is more important for priest to do this without doing 108 Gayatri Japa. We have to become pure. Our purity. Shuchitva, we call it as Shuchitva. Deha Shuchitva, Atma Shuchitva, and all kinds of purityness we have to follow, adopt in the job of priest also. all the Brahmins who are practicing Gayatri sadhana will live long. What we call it in English, they call it as a quality healthy life of the man is calculated in the healthy life, deducting the days of illness what he had in the life. Suppose if man is ill for 6 months, that 6 months will be deducted from his lifespan. So the quality health lifespan is the one which we calculate after deducting the days of illness, days of misery will be calculated, taking that out and then calculate quality health life. So this quality health life will be higher for the people who does regularly Gayatri sadhana. We have seen the people who are doing Gayatri sadhana, that means full Sandhyavandana before sunrise, before sunset, doing twice 108 times of Gayatri. Those people who does this Gayatri sadhana will be leading dharmic life. They won't go. The Gayatri Mata will give direction to the man who chant Gayatri to go in a richest manner in his life. Those people who does that, they end up in a richest manner their life. That's how they live long also. They live with a quality of healthy life longer in their life also. This we have seen. These are examples of so many people who does the Gayatri sadhana in India, particularly the Brahmin community and so many other Vaishya community people. They live 100 years because they practice Gayatri sadhana, Gayatri upasana, some people call. By doing that, they live longer also. This is very, very important for all those people who has done Upanayana but not practicing Gayatri sadhana is no good. They are not going to get the benefit. You had a Upanayana, you got a Janivara, sacred thread on your body, but you don't practice the Sandhyavandana, Gayatri sadhana, then whole thing will be futile. The exercise of Upanayana samskara is not fulfilled there. The people who are going to chant Gayatri 108 minimum times in the before sunrise, before sunset, then the Upanayana samskara has got a value in your life. If you don't do that, it is no good. Better late than never, they say. So start. People who are not practicing Gayatri sadhana should start immediately. If they need help, you can ask me or any other priest in the temple. They will guide you. So you have not done the Gayatri sadhana all these years because you come to Western countries. And if you are not following it, and if you do desire to follow it now, this is a chance to correct your life, at least until the end of our life. If you do that, you will attain punya and sin will be cleared. Gayatri will wipe out your skin. That is called Upanayana Dharma, Gayatri Dharma. We call it as a Gayatri Dharma. There is a Gayatri Samsthana in near North India, in Uttarakhand, Haridwar, Gayatri Samsthana. And they have done opening the centers all over the world. And they are also going to help you. If we got one in office in Leicester, Gayatri Upasana, they also lend you the Gayatri Havana if you want to do it. They will give you about 50 Havan Kunda or 20 or 30, 50, 100 you want. You can borrow from them and you can do Gayatri Havana. What we will do, if you can, people who are willing to do this, they can contact me. We will arrange a Gayatri Havan in Middlesbrough in the temple or in Birmingham temple, wherever it's possible. We will do it and give a kickstart for the people who want to start Gayatri Upasana from now onwards. That's very important. This has to be cultivated in the family. But if you got a grown-up son without Upanayana, it's not right. We got to do Upanayana for the boys in Brahmin, Vaishyas, and some religion of Kshatriyas also, they do follow this. And it's very important. We request our Hindus in both temples of Birmingham and Middlesbrough, as far as my knowledge goes, and also in Gayatri centers, we ask parents to conduct Upanayana first. And after so many years of Upanayana, by practicing Gayatri sadhana, you got enough time. Then only you should conduct your wedding after so many years of Upanayana practicing. That helps the boy to attain the devotion to do Gayatri sadhana. Gayatri sadhana will help to achieve health, wealth, and prosperity to all the people who follows Gayatri sadhana. I'm going to continue this again tomorrow. Dharma Punisham. Om Namostu Anantaya Sahasramurtaye Sahasrapadaksharapasasanamne Purushashne Sahasrakoti Yugadarani Namaha Sahasrakoti Yugadarani Namaha Akashat Patitam Methagatsagram Sarvadeva Namaskaraha Srikesham Prigatyo Namaha Sarva Vedeshat Punyam Sarva Tirteshu Yatpalam Tatpalam Purnamapta Dvasanat Vasdevasya Vasdante Jagatrayam Sarva Bhut Nivasosi Vasimurte Kaya Navacha Manse Indriyarva Buddhatmanama Prakrute Sabhavat Karumi Adyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeeti Samarpayami Narayanayeeti Samarpayami Narayanayeeti Samarpayami Hari Om.